Danger ahead: 5 examples of risky central bank politicization. Political interference in central bank has historically triggered financial instability, inflation spikes, and weakened currencies. With Donald Trump's renewed pressure on the US Federal Reserve, concerns are mounting over whether America could face similar risks. In 2018, Reserve Bank of India Governor Urjit Patel resigned abruptly after months of political pressure from Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government. The administration sought easier lending terms and access to central bank reserves to fund spending ahead of elections. The political interference unnerved investors, pushing the rupee to record lows and driving inflation to nearly 8% within a year. Japan's central bank has long worked in lockstep with government policies, most notably during Prime Minister Shinzo Abe's Abenomics era. The Bank of Japan massively expanded its balance sheet, introduced negative interest rates, and coordinated FX interventions to weaken the yen and stoke inflation. While the short-term effects boosted exports, critics argue it worsened inequality and left Japan with sluggish growth and the world's heaviest public debt burden. Political meeting in the US is now not new. In the 1970s, President Richard Nixon pressured Fed Chair Arthur Burns to maintain loose monetary policy ahead of the 1972 election. Despite inflation risks, the result was runaway inflation that plagued the US until the early 1980s. Now, Trump's open threats to undermine Fed independence evoke uncomfortable parallels, raising question about whether global markets could face a repeat of that instability. While the US economy is far larger and more resilient than Turkey's, Argentina's, or even Japan's, its global influence magnifies the risk. If the Federal Reserve's credibility is compromised, the ripple effects could be severe, from spiking borrowing costs to destabilized global market. The lesson from history is clear: politicizing central banks is a gamble nations rarely win.